Picture the year 2035. You wake up feeling off, chest tight, head foggy. You don't Google your symptoms. You don't call a doctor because before you even got out of bed, your body already sent a signal. That little patch on your wrist, thinner than a bandage, detected the shift in your biomarkers 6 hours ago while you were slept. By the time you are making coffee, a care algorithm has already ruled out 12 conditions, flagged one worth watching, and scheduled a virtual consult for 9 a.m. Your doctor, AI assistant, operating from Sao Paulo, reviews your data and adjusts your prescription and sends to a pharmacy drone before you have finished breakfast. No hospitals, no waiting room, no commute, no clipboard of forms to fill out. This is not a science fiction. Every single piece of that scenario exists today in prototype, in trial, or already deployed somewhere on Earth. We are not waiting for the future of healthcare. We are living in its earliest version. Here's a thought that should stop you cold. The hospital, as we know it, is a 19th century invention. The challenge with today's hospital settings is that it was designed for a world without real-time data, without wireless sensors, without AI, without the ability to monitor 1,000 patients from a single screen. It was designed to centralize scarce resources, skilled physicians, expensive equipment, all in one building, so people had to come to them. And that logic made total sense in 1890. But what happens when the scarcity disappears? What happens when the diagnostics fit in your pocket? When the specialist can see you from anywhere? When the monitor never sleeps and never misses a reading? The building becomes optional. And that changes everything about what going to be the doctor even means. Moving forward, I envision 3 key things happening. Number 1. Your body as a live data stream. Your body becomes the hospital. The next generation of wearables won't just count your steps. They will track continuous glucose, cortisol, inflammatory markers, cardiac rhythms, sleep architecture, blood pressure, etc., etc. Not once a year at a checkup, but every single minute of your life. Companies like Rockley Photonics are developing chips that use light, literally photons, to read your bloodstream through your skin. No needle, no lab, no waiting. Researchers at MIT have built a sensor that can detect early-stage kidney disease from a search sample. Imagine that. There's even early-stage work on ingestible sensors, those microscopic devices that you can swallow, and they transmit data from inside your gut. Think about what this means. Right now, your doctor sees you maybe once a year, twice a year. They get a snapshot, they take your blood sample, they measure your blood pressure, cholesterol, etc. And then they make decisions from that single frame. The future gives them the whole film, continuous, longitudinal, your entire biological story in real time. Diseases don't suddenly appear, they build. They whisper before they scream, and for the first time, we will actually be able to hear them. Vision 2. AI as the invisible physician layer, the doctor who never sleeps. And here's where it gets genuinely mind-bending. What if your primary care physician was not a person you visit once a year, but an AI that knows more about your body than any human doctor ever could? It's not about replacing human doctors, but sitting underneath them, doing the work that human cognition simply can't do at scale, analyzing 1 million data points before the doctor walks in, flagging that 0.3% anomaly in your ECG that a human eye would miss, cross-referencing your genetics, your environment, your microbiome, and producing a care plan that's genuinely personalized and not just statistically average. Google's DeepMind has already built AI that detects over 50 eye diseases from a retinal scan with accuracy matching the world's top ophthalmologist. In 2023, an AI model identified breast cancer from mammograms with fewer false positives than human radiologists. We talk about AI in healthcare like it's coming. It's already here. It's just unevenly distributed. The question is not whether AI will transform diagnosis, it's how fast the world can absorb that transformation. Vision number 3, the end of geography. I think the location will become irrelevant. The geography will stop being destiny. For most of human history, where you were born determined the quality of care you could access, unfortunately. Born in London, world-class hospitals. Born in rural sub-Saharan Africa, luck with a prayer. That was never a medical problem. It was always a logistics problem. And logistics problems are exactly what technology solves. For example, Zipline, a drone delivery company operating in Rwanda, Ghana, Nigeria, already delivers blood, vaccines, and medicines to remote clinics in under 30 minutes. No roads needed. In India, AI diagnostic tools mounted on portable carts are traveling village to village, screening for TB, diabetic retinopathy, and cancer in communities that have never seen a specialist. So, the most radical vision is a global health infrastructure so dense, so interconnected that the accident of your birth coordinates no longer determines your life expectancy. Healthcare stops being a privilege of geography. It becomes ambient, it becomes universal, like clean water or electricity. And that's not a small idea, that's civilizational. But let's not pretend this transformation is clean. There is a tension in the system. A world of continuous biological surveillance raises questions we don't have good answers to yet. For example, who owns your health data? Your insurer, your employer, the tech company whose patch is on your wrist? What happens when an algorithm tells you that you have a 73% chance of developing Alzheimer's in 15 years and your insurance company also has access to that prediction? And what about the people who fall through the cracks? The elderly woman with no smartphone, the communities with no broadband, the country with no data infrastructure. Technology does not automatically democratize. It can also concentrate power and widen gaps if we are not deliberate. The future of healthcare is not just a technology problem. It's a governance problem, an ethics problem, a human problem. The tools that we have now or we will have in future are extraordinary. Whether we use them well, that's still on us. So here's the question worth sitting with. For centuries, we have defined healthcare as what happens when something goes wrong. You get sick, you seek help, you recover, or you don't. What if the entire model is obsolete? What if the future of health is not about treating disease at all? What if it's about making disease the exception, not the rule? Continuous monitoring, predictive intervention, drugs designed for your genome. We are moving in that direction, slowly, unevenly, but unmistakably toward a world where the goal of medicine is not to fix you, it's to never let you break. The last hospital might already have been built. What comes next won't have walls. It will be woven into your skin, your home, your air, invisible, constant, alive. And it will be the most important infrastructure humanity has ever built. If this series is making you think differently about where health is going, subscribe to Future of Health, where tomorrow's healthcare begins today. Stay curious, stay healthy.